Hi everyone, it's Paul Bertorelli reporting for AvWeb, and we'll start this video by listening. Give it a go, David.
Potomac Airfield, automated advisory, wind, calm, altimeter 3039er, for runway, listen for traffic.
What you've just heard is what's called MicroTower technology. It's from David Wartowski's company called Potomac Aviation Technology, and the best way to think of it is artificial intelligence combining AWACS-type weather sensors with traffic information, with automated traffic advisories. We're going to take a look at this system. We'll start with looking at the hardware on the ground, then we'll come back into the cockpit and listen to how it works.
So this particular unit at Potomac is the original pre-production prototype. It's about 12 years old. And it is the system we use to design and to develop and enhance the software. The system basically is to air traffic services what an ATM is to banking. It's a rapidly deployable, easily assembled solution that solves most of the needs, that allows services literally on any street corner. Current production equipment is 100% solar, linked by global satellite, and so they literally can install anywhere in the world. They're in palace heliports in the Middle East, they're in the jungle in the Congo, and they're all across rural America. There are about 100 systems in the United States so far. The system is designed to provide the full level of services that any pilot could want, while also being easily installed, deployed, and maintained by any airport anywhere, any airport or heliport anywhere on Earth. System installs in the morning. There's no frequency allocation, doesn't require power, no electrical permits, doesn't require any sighting analysis. You literally stick in the ground like a windsock pole. It's actually easier than a windsock pole. Two people who've never seen one can have it installed and fully functioning in about half a day. When they turn it on, it does a series of self-diagnostics in simple, intuitive human terms. We did one demo in India where the system actually instructed the installers that they had forgotten to connect a radio antenna, so we can detect it and we can provide those kinds of instructions. So the whole system is designed to require basically no foreknowledge either by the installers, by the airport, or by the pilots, and simply to be intuitively obvious and easy to use. It's a nice, simple, easily deployed, easily installed system that sidesteps carefully around all of the regulatory impediments. It shares the airport's existing common traffic advisory frequency. It's an artificial intelligence that applies judgments, an expert system. So it calls crosswinds, wind shear, calls specific runways, greets inbound pilots, does radio checks, the whole 9 yards. And it does so as an artificial intelligence would do. The system will, when a pilot is coming in, it will listen to patterns on the frequency and actually greet the pilot, informing them of the system's presence and how to use it. And then pilots typically activate it with clicks. 3 clicks brings up an advisory. 4 clicks, oops, I did 2. 3 clicks brings up an advisory. And then 4 clicks brings up a radio check.
Automated advisory, wind 040 at 6, altimeter 3037, for runway, pilot's discretion.
For example, right now it's not calling visibility because the visibility is 10 miles or better, so there's no point in tying up a CTAF to tell everyone what's already obvious. It also won't call dew point or temperature unless they're close and they're relevant to flight operations. So the AI is the system that is interpreting its external information, and it's applying expert knowledge of traffic patterns, flight operations, runways, everything relevant to that particular airport or heliport.
Taking off IFR when there was no, before we had this technology, there was no way to know absolutely that your radios were working. So you'd sort of take off into the shmoo and pray that that departure could pick you up. And I was going to be going up the eastern seaboard IFR on a Friday night, and they could pick up my carrier but no voice. So I said I don't want to do. So I ended up. It was a small crisis. So I thought, okay, how do we eliminate that? And so one of the first things is a radio check, 2-way radio check. So you activate with 4 clicks.
Transmit radio check.
121, check com 1. 21, check com 1.
Power 9er, does 10.
Good power on that.
Transmit radio check.
121, check com 2. 1, check com 2.
Power 10, does 10.
Okay, so it's telling me I've got a good strong signal from both transmitters, and I've got voice modulation. You know, everything's working. The headset's all the way to the transmitter and all the way coming back. Before you take off, obviously, you want to find out what the surface conditions are like. So 3 brings it up. 3 clicks.
Potomac Airfield, automated advisory, wind 070 at 6, altimeter 3042, conditions favor runway 02, pilot's discretion.
Okay, so it's making the judgment that there's no traffic floating around, so it's easy enough for it to call a runway. So it'll actually call a runway, even that's sort of subtle.
And what if there were traffic?
There are different thresholds of when it will call and when it will punt based on traffic and vector analysis of the runway. So there's a lot of subtlety to it.
And you can find out more about the MicroTower technology at Potomac-Aviation.com. For AvWeb, I'm Paul Bertorelli reporting. Thanks for watching.